Hello and welcome to my channel. Bogdan #7.
Bruh. Following the tragic and eventful 1994 Formula One season, safety regulations were revised, yet the same two dominant teams were expected to continue their title battle in 1995. Welcome to another installment of our History of Formula One series. Just a reminder that this series will continue to be released on Mondays every 2 weeks. Now, let's dive in. With significant modifications to car components to comply with the 1995 regulations, many anticipated a more competitive season, possibly with other teams challenging for wins and titles. Benetton retained reigning champion Michael Schumacher and welcomed Johnny Herbert for the season. Constructor champions Williams, still facing legal challenges related to Ayrton Senna's death, eventually saw their technical directors cleared of manslaughter charges. To this day, no one has been held responsible. Williams continued with reigning vice champion Damon Hill and David Coulthard. Ferrari maintained their lineup of Gerhard Berger and Gian Alesi, who was still seeking his first Grand Prix victory. McLaren aimed to return to winning form with a new Mercedes partnership, fielding Mika Hakkinen and, initially, Nigel Mansell. Journal retained Rubens Barrichello and Eddie Irvine in their Peugeot-powered cars. Ligier opted for Olivier Panis and the rotation between Aguri Suzuki and former McLaren driver Martin Brundle. The struggling Tyrrell team chose Mika Salo and Nukio Katayama. Arauz went with Taki Inoue and Gianni Morbidelli. Moving to the midfield, Sauber began their partnership with Red Bull, featuring Heinz-Harald Frentzen and the returning Karl Wendlinger. Minardi selected Luca Badoer and Pierluigi Martini. The financially challenged Simtek team signed Jos Verstappen and Domenico Sciattarella. Pacific Racing chose Bertrand Gachot and Andrea Montermini. Finally, the newly formed 40 team, replacing the defunct Lotus and Larousse, fielded Pedro Diniz and Roberto Moreno, both bringing crucial sponsorship. Calendar changes included the postponement of the Pacific Grand Prix due to a devastating earthquake, while the Argentine Grand Prix returned and the European Grand Prix moved back to the Nürburgring. The season opener in Brazil was preceded by a GPDA meeting concerning a super license requirements, a dispute with the FIA that the drivers ultimately won. McLaren faced a unique challenge, designing a chassis to accommodate the returning 42-year-old Nigel Mansell, who was eventually replaced for the first few races by Mark Blundell. Following tributes to the late Senna, Hill secured the commanding pole position. Coulthard qualified third behind Schumacher's Benetton. Herbert joined Coulthard on the second row, making it the Benetton to 4 on the grid. The Ferraris followed. A poor start for Hill was compounded by a gearbox failure on lap 30. Schumacher and Coulthard were the only drivers to finish on the lead lap, making it a race of attrition. Berger managed to bring his Ferrari to the podium, with Hakkinen and Blundell also scoring points for McLaren, sandwiching Alesi. After the race, Coulthard and Schumacher were initially disqualified for illegal fuel, though the decision was later overturned. However, Benetton and Williams lost their constructors' points, giving Ferrari the early lead. Coulthard took a surprise pole position in Argentina, his first, with teammate Hill alongside him. Coulthard was 0.816 seconds faster. Sadly, electrical problems forced Coulthard to retire, allowing Hill to win. Ferrari achieved another strong result with Alesi second and Berger sixth, with Benetton finishing third and fourth, with Schumacher ahead. Frentzen had a great race to finish fifth, scoring points for Sauber. Ferrari maintained their constructors' lead. Mansell finally received his modified chassis for the San Marino Grand Prix, but it was Schumacher, the previous year's winner, who took pole position just 0.008 seconds ahead of Berger's Ferrari. In lap conditions, Schumacher crashed on the opening lap, handing Hill his second win of the season. Alesi and Berger secured another strong result for Ferrari, finishing second and third, with Coulthard fourth, followed by Hakkinen and Frentzen. For the Spanish Grand Prix, Hill led the Drivers' Championship. His main rival Schumacher took pole position with Alesi and Berger behind. Schumacher won the race with teammate Herbert second. Berger secured another podium for Ferrari, while Hill finished fourth, losing his championship lead. Irvine scored points for Jordan, and Pani finished sixth, scoring a point for Ligier. The Monaco Grand Prix marked the final race for Simtek, who folded immediately after. Mansell was permanently replaced by Blundell at McLaren, and Sauber replaced Wendlinger with Jean-Christophe Bounon. Hill took a commanding pole position, sharing the front row with Schumacher. Their positions were reversed at the end of the race, with Schumacher winning. Berger secured another podium with Herbert, Blundell, and Frentzen completing the points. Benetton took the constructors' lead. Schumacher took pole position in Canada with Hill alongside him. Ferrari continued their strong performance, finishing 4th and 5th with Berger ahead. After electrical problems for the pole sitter, who finished 5th, Alesi won his first Grand Prix on his 31st birthday. Barrichello and Irvine secured a crucial Jordan 2-free finish with Panis behind. Morbidelli also scored points. Ferrari reclaimed the constructors' lead. In Manicourt, Hill and Schumacher once again qualified first and second, this time in that order. As in Monaco, they swapped positions in the race, with Schumacher winning. Coulthard finished third, followed by Brundle, Alesi, and Barrichello. Benetton extended their constructors' lead. For the British Grand Prix, Morbidelli was replaced by Massimiliano Papi at footwork. Hill took pole position. The race saw numerous retirements and collisions, allowing Herbert to clinch a surprise victory. Alesi and Coulthard completed the podium, with Pani, Blundell, and Frentzen also scoring points. In the German Grand Prix, Giovanni Lavaggi replaced Gashot at Pacific. Another pole position for Hill did not translate into victory, as he retired. Schumacher won his fourth race of the season. Coulthard and Berger completed the podium. Herbert, Boulogne, and Suzuki scored points. For the Portuguese Grand Prix, Pacific replaced Lavaggi with Jean-Denis Deletraz. Coulthard took another pole position and finally won the Grand Prix, beating Schumacher and Hill, who also finished on the podium. Ferrari's Berger and Alesi finished 4th and 5th ahead of Frentzen. At the European Grand Prix, Tarquini made a one-off appearance for Tyrrell, replacing the injured Katayama. Coulthard secured his third consecutive pole position, but Schumacher won the race. Alesi, Coulthard, Barrichello, Herbert, and Irvine followed. With Hill spinning off and retiring, Schumacher and Benetton were close to securing both championships. At the Pacific Grand Prix, Hakkinen was replaced by McLaren test driver Jan Magnussen due to appendicitis. Papi was replaced by Morbidelli at footwork, and Gashot replaced Deletraz at Pacific. Coulthard secured his fourth consecutive pole position with teammate Hill alongside him. Again, Schumacher won the race, securing his second championship. Coulthard, Hill, Berger, Alesi, and Herbert also scored points. At the Japanese Grand Prix, Boulogne was replaced by Wendlinger at Sauber. Schumacher won from pole position, with Hakkinen and Herbert joining him on the podium. With both Williams cars out, Irvine, Pani, and Salo scored points. Benetton Renault secured their first Constructors' Championship. The season finale was held in Adelaide. It was the final Formula 1 race at the circuit. Hill took pole position and dominated the race, winning by 2 laps, the largest margin since 1969. Pani and Morbidelli surprisingly finished on the podium, while many top drivers retired, including Coulthard with his little pit lane incident. Brundle, Salvo, and Lamy also scored points. The 1995 season was filled with drama, and with numerous top drivers switching teams for 1996, anticipation was high. The 1996 Formula 1 season ushered in significant changes. Michael Schumacher's high-profile move from Benetton to Ferrari, where he partnered Eddie Irvine, dominated headlines. Benetton, in turn, acquired Ferrari's previous year lineup of Jean Alesi and Gerhard Berger. Williams retained Damon Hill and welcomed former IndyCar champion Jacques Villeneuve, son of the legendary Gilles Villeneuve. McLaren continued with Mika Hakkinen and secured David Coulthard from Williams. Ligia fielded Olivier Panis and Pedro Diniz, while Jordan operated with Rubens Barrichello and Martin Brundle. Sauber's lineup featured Karl Wendingler's replacement, Johnny Herbert, alongside Heinz-Harald Frentzen. Footworks drivers were Jos Verstappen and Ricardo Rossi. Tyrrell selected Ukyo Katayama and Mika Salo. Minardi opted for Pedro Lamy and Giancarlo Fisichella, and Forti Corse ran Luca Badoer and Andrea Montermini, following Pacific Racing's withdrawal from the sport. The calendar saw the Pacific Grand Prix removed and the Australian Grand Prix relocated to Melbourne, becoming the season opener. This meant 2 consecutive Australian Grand Prix, with Adelaide hosting the final race of 1995. At the season opening Australian Grand Prix, Forti Corsair failed to qualify, breaching the 107% rule for the first time that season. Villeneuve, in his debut race, sensationally took pole position and led for a considerable time, only to be sidelined by Noah Leak. This promoted Hill to victory, with Irvine securing a podium for Ferrari. Berger, Hakkinen and Salo also scored points. Schumacher retired due to brake issues. Fisichella missed the next rounds due to commitments in the International Touring Car Championship, with Tarso Marquez filling his seat. Hill took pole position in Brazil, with Barrichello second, delighting the home crowd. However, Barrichello spun off and retired on lap 59. Hill cruised to victory, with Alesi the only other driver on the lead lap. Schumacher earned his first Ferrari podium, followed by Hakkinen and Salo. Panis completed the point-scoring positions. In Argentina, Hill secured another pole and victory, with Villeneuve completing a Williams 1-2. Alesi took another podium for Benetton, while Barrichello, Irvine and Verstappen also scored points. Williams' dominance was evident. The Nürburgring. Hill started from pole, but a slow start relegated him to fourth, allowing Villeneuve to claim his maiden Formula One victory. Schumacher and Coulthard completed the podium, Barrichello and Brundle also scoring points. The San Marino Grand Prix saw Schumacher take a surprise pole position for Ferrari, but Hill ultimately won the race. Berger secured another podium for Benetton, though it was clear they were the third best team on the grid. Irvine finished fourth, with Barrichello and Alesi also scoring points. The Monaco Grand Prix, held in extremely wet conditions, saw Schumacher take pole position. Only Panis, the race winner, Coulthard and Herbert finished the race. Despite retiring, Frentzen, Salo and Hakkinen were awarded points. This race is remembered for its treacherous conditions and low number of finishers. The Spanish Grand Prix, another wet race, saw Hill take pole position. Only 6 drivers finished, all scoring points. Schumacher secured his first Ferrari victory, with Alesi and Villeneuve joining him on the podium. Frentzen, Hakkinen and Diniz also scored points. In Canada, Hill and Villeneuve finished in the same position as they started, with Alesi taking another podium. Coulthard, Hakkinen and Brundle completed the point-scoring positions. Schumacher took pole in France, but Williams provided unstoppable, with Hill winning and Villeneuve finishing second. Alesi and Berger finished third and fourth for Benetton, while McLaren's drivers finished fifth and sixth, Hakkinen ahead. The British Grand Prix marked the end of Forti Corse's participation as the team went bankrupt. Hill took pole position but retired due to a wheel nut problem. Villeneuve won the race, followed by Berger, Hakkinen, Barrichello, Coulthard and Brundle. Benetton overtook Ferrari for second place in the Constructors' Championship. Hill secured pole position and victory in Germany, where Giovanni Lavazzi replaced Fisichella at Minardi. Alesi and Villeneuve completed the podium. Schumacher, Coulthard and Barrichello also scored points. In Hungary, Schumacher took pole position, but a throttle problem prevented him from scoring points. Villeneuve beat Hill to secure a Williams 1-2, clinching the Constructors' Championship for the team. Alesi finished third, followed by Hakkinen, Panis and Barrichello. Villeneuve took pole position in Belgium, but Schumacher won the race, with Hakkinen finishing third. Alesi, Hill and Berger completed the point-scoring positions. Heading into the final 3 races, Hill took pole position in Italy, but retired during the race, allowing Schumacher to win for Ferrari. Alesi, Hakkinen and Brundle, Barrichello Anthony's completed the point scoring positions. In Portugal, Hill took pole position, but Villeneuve won the race, keeping his championship hopes alive. Schumacher finished third, with Alessia Weinberger also scoring points. Benton led Ferrari by 1 point in the Constructors' Championship battle for second place, heading to the final race. Villeneuve took pole position at Suzuka, but a wheel bearing failure allowed Hill to win the race and secure the championship, his first one. Schumacher finished second, securing second place in the Constructors' Championship for Ferrari. Hakkinen, Berger, Brundle, and Frentzen also scored points. It was also Williams' fifth Constructors' Championship in 6 years. The 1996 Formula season was a thrilling year, and anticipation for 1997 was high. Until next time, though, remember to like and subscribe, and goodbye!